Justin, can I just ask you, likely to be 4 changes, and is that a statement thing, or is that just where you are at the moment?
It's I'm not sure there's going to be 4. We'll work through that later on today. We get some players back from injury, like Switter and Freddie. Hopefully, will get through training, get back from injury. Chappie's made himself available after missing for maybe 8 weeks. So he's reached full game at Peel on the weekend, so he becomes available. So it's not really a statement. It's probably just trying to find our best team.
Fair to say, tough selection situation for you this time, having to bring those, if you do bring those guys in?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I think we've been a really consistent side for the first 5 weeks. Yeah, last week against the Eagles was disappointing, but we've been a really consistent side, and players have been playing their roles really well for the team. But we're, like I said, we want to try and find our best mix, and Freddie and Switter in particular really help our forward line function. So it's a good problem to have if you've got a lot of players that are putting their hand up.
And Boss and Tabs for the possibility of aim?
Yeah, there's a chance. Whether we go 3 tools or not, we haven't quite decided that yet. But one of those is a chance to come in for Jai.
Fife said that there's the chance that the players haven't really dealt with the close losses that well after you stick to your program and then you don't get the win. Do you agree with that sentiment?
Well, I think what he's maybe trying to say is that they were just disappointed that we didn't get the result, and naturally there's a little letdown after that you work so hard and we're in front for 3 quarters or over 3 quarters both those games, and to blow it at the last end is there's a bit of frustration and a bit of a letdown maybe off the back of that. Like I said in the post match and news last night, I'm not using that as an excuse. Footy and the AFL season dishes up a lot of situations for all players, all teams, whether you have good win or a poor loss, or close losses. You just need to move on and stick to your process. And we didn't do that well enough against West Coast. Whether that was a trip back from Adelaide or the 2 close losses, no one really knows. But we've got to be better than that. We've got to be able to move on and put our best foot forward each week.
Justin, have you heard from Sonny after what was an altercation post-game, and how's he going?
Yeah, of course I've heard from him, been in contact obviously, and he's looking to move on. And it's a disappointing situation. Happens. I think it happens too much across the league. Players should feel and be able to feel safe walking on and off the field, as should coaches and all staff. So I understand the passion in the game, and that's what drives footy to be as great as it is. But we need to make sure we temper that passion, and incidents like that shouldn't happen.
How do you help someone like Sonny sort of move past that and I guess essentially focus on his form?
Oh, he's able to do that himself. That process, like we support him as a footy club and wrap our arms around him and make sure that he knows that we're there for him. And unfortunately, Sonny's had to deal with a lot of different stuff over his time as an AFL footballer, and he's been able to process that and move on.
I think the club owner said that Optus was looking into it. Have you heard back?
No, apparently it's still under investigation.
Just what was it that rocked him so much? Because I believe he was pretty upset, and so was the rest of the team. We've all been in that situation. What was it that actually rocked him, do you think?
Well, the fact that we've come off a disappointing loss and we're walking off the field and someone's yelling over the fence, pretty ordinary language. Yeah, it's frustrating as players, and it's frustrating for anyone to have to walk off the oval at the end of the game and cop abuse. It just shouldn't happen, and it's not just one fan. I think it's a thing across the league that we just need to temper and understand that whether the result goes for us, against us, whether you like an opposition player or don't like an opposition player, temper that passion, support your own teams proudly and boisterous, but watch what comes out of your mouth when it comes to opposition players. They're humans and they deserve to be treated like it.
Big match. Go on, bro.
I was going to say, is there any chance you might rest Son, not because of that, but he did look a bit sore, and and with the two really quick players coming back.
I haven't really talked through that yet. No, I haven't really talked through that yet. We need to get Sonny going. We need to get him more of the footy and more involved in the game. Probably a lot was made of our forward line on the weekend, but realistically we didn't give him enough supply. So that's on the other lines to make sure we get the ball in our front half and give our forwards opportunity. But we want to get Sonny going. So we'll talk about that, involve him in that, and work out the best plan.
Got the Len Hall game this week against the Dogs. Is that the perfect opportunity to rediscover form?
Well, I don't know about perfect opportunity, but it's an opportunity. And, your next game is always the most important game. So, rediscover form. It wasn't too long ago we were in front Port, 4 minutes to go on their home deck. So I believe we're in good form. I think the weekend was an aberration, and I think we can move past that pretty quickly and put our best foot forward this week. So, look forward to Saturday night.
Justin, there's a couple of reports coming out from the East in regards to Harley Ballick's death. Is Fremantle currently involved in investigation with Sport Integrity Australia regarding his death and part of the AFL's illicit drug policy?
I'm unaware of that. I've seen some of the reports that have come out. Clearly sympathise with Harley's family. I can only imagine what they're going through and understand that they want answers. And my understanding is that the policy is under review, and that's the statement the AFL has made, and it's not really for me to talk about while that review's in progress.
Harley's dad has made a couple of comments saying that had better support been put in place for his son, it may have prevented a tragic outcome, and it's a disappointment that the AFL knew a lot and the family wasn't told, or others at the club weren't told. When you hear that, do more people than the club doctor need to know if there is an issue around drugs for a player?
Like I said, I sympathise with Harley's dad. I can only imagine what he's going through. That's really for the AFL to work out. I think it starts with what are they trying to achieve with the policy, and then off the back of that, those decisions on who best supports players, who best helps them achieve what they're trying to achieve out of the policy. Whether that's coaches knowing, whether that's support staff knowing, I'm unsure. But I know the policy has good intent. Maybe the execution needs improving, and especially in this situation. But I'm talking more holistically. Maybe the support of players needs to be more widespread than the Docs. But like I said, the AFL, are going through that process of reviewing it, and we'll see what it takes, what comes out of it.
There were some sources in that report that indicated when Harley was drafted to Fremantle, he had his first interaction with drugs not long after. I'm imagining that's, a decade sort of on. That's not a fair indication of the club these days.
Oh, no, I hope not. And I'm not really going to comment on sources in an article. So, I'd like to think that's not true.
If Heath Chapman does come back into the team this weekend, he's been a bit of a forgotten factor due to his injury woes over the past couple of years. What does he bring that's not in the team currently?
Well, it brings a great energy to the game in all aspects. I think the exciting thing I've seen from him at Peel is he's just played from the moment he stepped out, back from injury on limited minutes, he's played above the level. He's got the ability to win the ball back, which is something we need to do a lot more and a lot better. And he gives us a lot on offense in terms of being able to turn defense into offense, in hitting kicks really quickly and driving from contests. So, it's been a while since we've had him out on the AFL team, but we hope his injuries are behind him and he can get a really good run at it now.
What do you make of the Bulldogs? Fifey was talking about the midfield battle. Is it sort of focused around that again, or where do you see the sort of strong points with Bullies?
Probably that. Their contest is really strong, and it starts with their midfield mix, and expect Libba to come back in and add to that from last week. So their stoppage is their strength, but contest all over the ground is really strong. Like behind the ball, they take a lot of intercepts. They got the big boys ahead of the ball that seem to take a lot of contested marks. And they're probably one of the better teams in the comp at moving the ball from one end to the other. So they offer up some things for us to be able to nullify. But we think, our contest and our stoppage work, and in particular our midfield, has been a strength of ours. So need to get it done in there, and we feel like there's some things that we can capitalise on if we get that right.
Can you talk us through your thoughts on Bailey Banfield? I mean, he's playing well, but he's not scoring, and that was crucial, the 4 behinds. Where do you sit on that? Do you go, well, you have to go back now, or well, we keep backing you?
No, half the problem for a forward is to be able to create shots. So Banners has been able to create shots for himself. I think early in the season he was playing a different role and playing it really well. It's disappointing that he wasn't able to capitalise on the weekend, but he's doing a lot right. And the toughest thing sometimes for a forward, like I said, is to actually get the shots. So we'll have a chat at selection, see where he sits and what sort of role he plays if he stays in the team. But I think he's been in pretty good form.
And Ugle Hagen, do you plan to coach against him, get ready for him as well, and maybe Lob?
Yeah, it's easier that way than the other. So we'll prepare. Ugle Hagen comes, we'll prepare for Lobby, Darcy and Norton as well. So their structure's probably been 3 tools. We'll prepare for them to play 3 tools, and whether it's Ugle Hagen or Lobby, not a lot changes.